Okay, hear me out. You know how I said I wasn't willing to do this because I didn't have the inventory space? Well, you're fucking right. I don't have the inventory space. I ended up with 3 slots left. Probably gonna end up selling all this stuff. Don't buy mineral water on the market board. Buy it in old Gridania. For real. Somebody got at 9 mil 99 max. It was crazy, but it was a whole process. I learned old Gridania has a bunch of good shit to buy for crafters. And yeah. Anyway, I made the things. Let's let's finish the quest. How are the items I requested coming along? Lest you forget, it's bloodcurrant tart, a serving of pastry fish, and a cup of chalamon tea that I need. All of the finest quality. Oh, I suppose I didn't mention the reason that I'm doing this. I ran out of food to eat, and I don't want to buy food, so I'm gonna make it through these quests. So there'll be motivation to do the quests once I run out. Ah, such a tantalizing melody of aromas. I cannot wait to sample each one. You have outdone yourself yet again, yo. As soon as our guests seat themselves at the table, their noses will be enticed by the rich, relaxing fragrance of chamomile. Having taken a warming sip of the tea, their attention will turn next to tart and pastry. For an instant, they are at a loss, as both dishes are prepared with such loving detail. Is this mere food to consume or art to admire? The secret is to do it when you're way over level. They feel a twinge of sadness that they must efface such beauty. But that sensation is short lived, for no sooner do their teeth break the flaky crust than they experience a veritable symphony of taste and textures. The making of pastries and sweets demands not only a delicate hand, but artistic sense besides, and you, yo, are possessed of both. I can recommend you to the admirable without reserve. I owe you an apology and an explanation. I wasn't being wholly forthright with you. While I am indeed tasked with conceiving the menu for the Admiral's functions, it was also my job to select the guild member who will serve as her chef, and I am thrilled to inform you that that honor shall fall to you, the woman who passed my test with flying colors. There's no doubt in my mind that you will represent the Bismarck admirably. Keep up the fine work and be close at hand for when the Admiral has need of you. Yeah, it's not going to be good for a while. So, start the next quest. Do. I'm told you passed Letitia's test with flying colors, and now you're to cook for the Admiral's official functions. Well, the times comes for you to be flexing them culinary muscles for the good of Loman's Marian diplomacy. Word arrived from the bridge just now. A foreign dignitary has come to Lemza, and the Admiral wants us, by which I mean you, to fashion the meal together. Letitia's got all the details, so you want to speak with her. Go and do us proud, yo. Do. I have been waiting for you, yo. As I'm sure Langsith informed you, we are playing host to a man of some importance, an emissary from the Holy See of Ishgard. Your task is to prepare a dish that will satisfy him. When the Admirable receives foreign visitors, she ordinarily requests that we serve them the best Limousin cuisine. This time, however, she wishes to treat her guests to a taste of home away from home, a gesture of goodwill. To this end, you are to prepare a serving of Desmil gratin. 'Tis a baked dish of F-tail and popotos, creamy and warming. That is the mainstay in cold climes of Ishgard. A lot of Ishgard lore that becomes a reality later here. Suffice it to say that only the final sample of the dish, made with only the finest ingredients, will do on this occasion. Okay. Okay, I have none of the things. Okay, cool. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop recording here, and I'll be back with that food. Probably, maybe in a different outfit, even, who knows. Higher level, maybe. Yeah, see you soon. And I'm back. New outfit. Already got rid of the excess materials. Anybody that's doing job quests here can just pick them up from the guild supplier if that's how that works. And let's go. Is the Desmil gratin ready yet? Remember, only the finest sample of the dish will do for this occasion. Ah, yes, it certainly looks and smells the part. Let us see if the same can be said for the taste. Oh my, simply exquisite. Ah! The crust is baked to golden perfection, and breaking it yields the creamy goodness beneath. Elf tail tends to be lean and sinewy, but grinding it solves the problem. The Ishgardians have prepared the meat in this fashion since eras past, and I am pleased to see that you have done likewise. Excuse me. As for the popoto slices, they are boiled enough to be cooked through, yet not so much as to render them bereft of texture. In summary, your Desmil gratin leaves naught to be desired. Lest you wonder, the dish takes its name from one of Ishgard's oldest and proudest families. House Desmil has long stood at the forefront of castle building. Legend has it the family created this dish in order to fill in the bellies and warm the hearts of their workers, and I am confident that your rendition will do the same for our esteemed guests. Today, your culinary creation shall serve not only to state hunger, but also to close the distance between nations. You can hold your head up high, yo. Keep up your efforts, and soon you will become the equal of Master Lynx of himself. Yep. Sweet. 10 slots. That should be more than enough. Thank the gods, your Uriel. The admiral's due to receive the Sultana of Ulda, and the Bismarck's been called on to handle the welcoming feast. But that ain't the aft of it. The Sultana specifically requested that your cooking be served. It seemed words of your talents reached Her Grace's ears, and not would do, but she must sample your culinary creations. Now, that's all well and good, but there's a bleeding lot at stake here. Pleasing the Sultana would win ye more acclaim than aught else you could do, but if he was to bugger it up, well, I'd not dwell on it. Right now, all we know is she's keen to dine on some tasty, but if you want to guarantee your royal client satisfaction, you'll need to learn what she's hankering for. As always, you can help of your guildmates. For starters, you do well to concert Divan Dove, woman from Ulda, as you know. She might be as she can offer some insights into the Sultana's preferences. Off you go now, and good luck. In Ulda, commoners like myself seldom get the chance to see the Sultana in the flesh. 'Tis a great honor being called upon to prepare Her Grace's meal, but I warn you to proceed with caution. I'm sure you will call Lord Lorito, your erstwhile patron. Well, a troubling rumor is circulating to the effect that he arranged this royal visit. As a member of the syndicate, it's entirely within his power to do so. And if the whispers can be believed, Lolorito's sole purpose for bringing the Sultana to Limsa Lamonza is to humiliate you, yo, and by extension, the Bismarck. Whatever his reasons, 'twould seem he's still intent on proving our creations wanting. So as to preserve our good name, it would be to your benefit to do as the guildmaster suggests and learn all you can of the Sultana's tasks. For this, I recommend you consult Letitia. Knowing her, she's already begun looking into the matter. I have been expecting you, yo. I may be more bookkeeper than chef, but I'm no less a member of the Bismarck. As such, I mean to do all in my power to see that you succeed in pleasing the Sultana. Lord Lolorito has gone to great lengths to prevent us from discovering the Sultana's preferences, but discover them we shall. At any given time, there are a great many Uldans visiting Limsa Lamonza, be it for business or leisure. I suggest you begin by learning all you can from them. You might also want to speak with Reuben Adpuck, a former colleague of mine at Melvin's Gate. As a customs officer, she has an overview of exports to Ulda. I realize that this may be a stretch, but we cannot have too many hints. Oh my. Alright, let's get started. Huh. You would know about the Sultana. Her Grace is possessed of good heart. That much is plain. But if you ask my honest opinion, she is rather young to be ruling. Oh, her preferences at table. In that case, I know for a fact that she is partial to crown pie. I want to a pâtissier to buy one, only to be informed that Her Grace had bought out the entire shop. Why, yes, I do happen to come from Olda. Is there anything you require? Huh? You wish to know what the Sultana likes to eat? Or I scarce qualified to judge such things, but I do recall this one time I went to the markets. There was a vendor crying his stocks of meats, and if the fellow is to be believed, his beef was bound for the royal kitchens, to be used to make beef stew for her grace. I hope that helps. Haven't been here in a while. What the Sultana likes to eat, you ask? I cannot claim first-hand knowledge, but some moons ago, there was an article in the Mithril Eye. Her Grace was on a royal visit to Gridania, where she reportedly fell in love with a local dish. Something called taper quiche, if memory serves. Ah, you must be from Bismarck. Letitia sent word that you might be along to learn what manner of cuisine the Sultana enjoys. Well, I do not have plain answers for you. I can tell you that F Tails suddenly vanished from the Lumensian market right before her Grace arrived. Some investigative work revealed that the tails were snapped by the East Eldonard Trading Company, which is chaired by none other than Lord Lolorito. Somehow, I doubt that this is a simple coincidence. After all, when one thinks of F-Tail, one can't but think of the MPS dish elf steak. I would wager that Lord Lolorito seeks to prevent you from making it. All the more reason to prepare a plate, no? 'Tis good to see you return, yo. Judging by your elated expression, I take it your investigation has borne fruit. 4 potential fruits, you say. An elf steak, a bowl of beef stew, a serving of trapper's quiche, and a crown pie. Picking which one the Sultana has the greatest tender for is a quandary. So why not prepare all of them, I know it. This is to be a grand banquet, is it not? It would certainly not be taken amiss for you to present several dishes. If that's so, best to get to work. Needless to say, all the dishes must be prepared to the highest standard. Once they are ready, please deliver them to the banquet venue. Speak with Zanzal at Brookwood Hall. He will help in this moment of truth. Yo, go and do us proud. Okay, and I'm gonna cut here. And when I get back, again, I'll probably be in a different outfit. It'll probably be a different day, but we will continue the cooking storyline. See you in a sec. Okay. So I made all 4 of these foods here. Time to finish the video. And well, this has to last 40 minutes, but it's the level 50 quest, I believe. So, we'll see. The dishes. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You may enter. Foreshadowing of like the end of A Realm Reborn. I do declare that was a most magnificent meal. My sole lament is that I cannot eat another bite. Would that I had the girth of a gobaboo. It gladdens me to see your grace so well satisfied. Forsooth, never have I known such satisfaction at the table. You did not exaggerate when you told me that a culinarian of surpassing skill was to be found in Lunza Lamonza. You are that culinarian, are you not? Thanks to you, I have tasted heaven. My gratitude is yours. How could she possibly have known every one of the Sultana's favorite dishes? Instead of being humiliated, she ends up winning her grace's adulation. Did you say that face? Did you say something, Lord Lorito? Nay, your grace, I was merely admiring the cuisine. As you say. Now then, my dear culinarian, pray tell me your name. I would send to you a gift befitting your service this day. Huh? You were given to understand that I requested you by name? Forgive me, but there appears to be a misunderstanding. I had entrusted the arrangements wholly to Lord Lorito. Oh, Lord Lorito. You crazy, crazy bastard. Alright. That's crowded tonight. I've heard all about it, yo. You did it again. God's bless you. To have the Sultana herself praise your cooking as a taste of heaven, else even I can't boast at such a feat. The Admiral commends me for training such a fine culinarian. I do no more teach ya what it means to be one. Make no mistake, 'twas you that did all the work. You surpassed even meself for fame, yo. There ain't nothing left I can tell you what you don't already can. I'm prouder than I've got any right to be. Nay, nay, 'tain't no modest accomplishment, lass, and from here you'll go on to reach even greater heights in our crafts. But wherever you end up, always remember me words. It's passion what makes a culinarian. Without the passion close to your heart, go and put the smile on the faces of folk with your cooking. You can be sure I'll keep striving to do the same. Nice. Oh, it gives me 120 fire crystals. That's great. Well, if it ain't yo, ever a sight for sore eyes, lass. You've been keeping at the cooking, I shouldn't doubt. Skilled as ye are, though, I reckon it's a struggle for you to keep things interesting. If that's the case, and you're yankering for a challenge, might be as I can introduce you to someone. You knows the missing member? It's the tavern what's owned by Rosewind, the lady captain of the Sanguine Sirens. Her entire crew's formed of members of the gentler sex, though gentler ain't a word I'd ever use to describe that lot. Any road, the ad waitress there's got a test what calls for a consummate culinarian, and yours was the first name what came to mind. If you reckon you might be interested, take yourself over to the missing member and make yourself known to Mel Coco. She'll tell you what needs doing. It's funny, I'm like never here. What's in here? Oh, okay. Greetings and welcome to the missing member. Do you have a reservation, madame? You're Yo of the Culinarians Guild. It's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. Linzek has told me all about you. I'm Mel Coco, the head waitress of this fine establishment, and I'd like you to participate in the Del Monte, or the most prestigious of all cooking contests. You see, the winner of the previous edition of the contest is none other than our head chef, Tia, and he's a right bloody bastard. What I meant to say was, he is an insufferable man. But don't take my word for it. Speak for them yourself, and you'll understand. You'll find him inside the restaurant, doubtless, with a self-satisfied look on his face. Here to dine, are you? Too bad. I cook only for the sirens or guests with reservations. I'm busy training for the award ceremony of the Delmont d'Or. As this will be my second victory running, expectations will be higher than ever. Shall I play the unassailable champion, carefree as you please, or shall I be sentimental and triumph and shed tears of joy? No, wait. Now that I think on it, I could also show disgust at the lack of sport. There's just too many ways to win. What a dick. Okay. So that's who we're dealing with. I trust you now understand my meaning. Every word of his fairly oozes conceit, and it makes me want to shove a hot skillet down his smirking bungle. Beg your pardons for the language. I forget myself sometimes. Now, as much as I hate to admit it, Hammy Astia is very good at what he does. Otherwise, he wouldn't have won the Delmont d'Or in the first place, nor would Captain Roselyn have hired him to treat your crew. Word of his culinary skills has since gotten out to the locals, and our place is now constantly booked moons ahead. But all the fame and attention went to Tia's head, and these days he swaggers about as though he were the 12th gift to our taste buds. Why, if he doesn't like the look of a patron, he'll refuse to cook for them, and that's assuming he even turns up to work. Can you believe the gall of this, or son? Oh, but there I go again with my cussing. You must forgive me. At any rate, I trust you now understand why I want you to enter the Delmont d'Or, so you can beat Tia and put him in his place. Ah, such a heaping helping of poetic justice it will be. You've gotten the best of even the chef's bane. I'm confident that you have what it takes to win. Unless you worry, the contest won't be for a while yet, so you should have ample time to prepare. I'll have more details for you before long. Please come by again. The words. Okay. I think I understand. see, so this is where that came from. Glad tidings, yo. The Bismarck has been chosen to host the Delmont Theor. What better place to cook than in one's own kitchen? A member of the Contents Council has come to the Culinarians Guild to register participants. Please go and give him your name at once. Greetings to you, good madame. Have you come to register to compete in the Delmont Theor? Yo-san, is that correct? Very good, madame. We look forward to seeing you on contest day. You've registered your name. Excellent. Now you have but to prepare for the contest. Speaking of which, I have a task to help get you into form. One of our dinner wishes to have dessert, but there's nothing to her liking on the menu. She's been sitting there for a whole hour, unable to make up her mind. Excuse me. As the guild's foremost culinarian, I believe you'll be able to whip up something through her palate. To begin with, you'll want to inquire after her preferences. It's this mysterious woman at the table on the right, in case I haven't already mentioned it. All these sweets look too damn sweet. Oi, don't rush me. I can't make decisions under pressure. You'll make me dessert what ain't on the menu? You're a goddess, sister. So here's the deal. I can't stand sweet things. Stuff makes me want to retch. Thing is, I've met a man who's perfect in all ways but one. Bloke's got the sweetest bleeding tooth this side of Milbend. If we were to work it out, I've got to learn to eat sweets, or suppress the urge to gag at least. That's why I'm here, to train myself. This is me first time and all, so be gentle with me, eh? Make me something what ain't so sweet. That was weird. Did I hear you rightly? She says she doesn't like sweets. Oh, that's bollocks. I wager she's just afraid of what she don't know. Be gentle? Sod that. Let's feed her something so brazenly sweet that it'll blow the skeptic clean out of her. So, some oat tart made with the vegetable mountain of fresh cream and sugar, accompanied with a cup of fish guardian tea. That's your order, yo. Okay, so 2 things. make that stuff in 20 minutes plus 20 minutes, 40 minutes. Yeah. No. Need another 20 minutes, so see you in a sec. I'm having fun. Okay. Okay. This will probably be the end of the cooking video for now. But I made the food. Here we go. So, how's the Salmal tart and the Ishgardian tea coming along? Ugh, this stuff looks sweet as sin. What happened to being gentle? Listen here, yo. Happens to be one of Eorzea's finest culinarians. You ought to be honored she's cooking for you, sorry arse. What's more, you want things to work out with your man or not? Alright, I'll try it. Bugger me, that was good. The chestnut was clear as cloying, wasn't near as cloying as I expected, and the cream underneath was a pleasant surprise. 'Twas a sweet, aye, but not too sweet, and there was something else to it besides. Richness, depth, I don't know what else to call it. It's called. As for the tea, I quaffled it quick as I drained me ale. Ain't much more to say about that. I don't fear sweets no more, and it's all thanks to the two of ye. Things will work out between me and me, man. I'm sure of it. You've done it, yo. You converted a skeptic. By holding back on the chestnut puree's sweetness, you helped her to overcome her irrational fear, and so introduce her to a whole new world of flavors. This does take me back. You will have guessed from my colorful language, but I used to be a member of the Sanguine Sirens. Unfortunately, I was prone to seasickness, and it never got better. As a result, I ended up grounded and waitressing for the missing member. At first, I loathed the work. I hated that my dreams were taken from me, just because I couldn't keep the contents of my stomach where they belong. It was then, when I was wallowing in self-pity, that I first tasted Himasa's Tia's cooking. It made me know that I was part of something special here. Back then, Himas Tia was a simple man with a simple passion. He wanted to be a pinnacle of his craft, and he worked tirelessly to reach it. But then, he did, and it turned him into a stuck-up, self-loving sack of shite. Beg your pardons again. My old mannerisms tend to surface when I'm riled up. At any rate, thank you for your bloody help today. Having now seen you in action, I look forward to the Delmont d'Or with even greater relish. Nope. Yes. Ooh, fire crystals. Need those. Let me pause for a sec to see how long the video is. yeah, this is a good place to end the video on. I will continue cooking in another video. Stay tuned. And thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Peace.